Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Golden State Warriors star Stephen Curry named as finalist in esteemed NBA Individual Award category. Despite all the load carrying he's done for the Golden State Warriors this season, Stephen Curry will not be coming home with his third career NBA Most Valuable Player trophy. At the moment, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are the finalists to take home the coveted MVP title. It appears, however, that Curry is not going home empty-handed. This is after the Warriors' talisman was officially named as a finalist for the NBA Most Clutch Player of the Year award. The NBA announced the finalists for all its end-of-season individual awards on Sunday, and one of them is the Clutch Player of the Year. It comes as no surprise that Curry leads the way in what could very well be another addition to his loaded trophy cabinet. The Clutch Player of the Year title is awarded to the player who best comes through for his teammates in the clutch. This is just the second season this honor will be awarded by the NBA, with the defending and inaugural winner being De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings. The two other finalists in the category are DeMar DeRozan of the Chicago Bulls and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder. DeRozan is without a doubt one of the most clutch players in the game today, and he's firmly established this reputation for himself through years of consistent play down the stretch. SGA, on the other hand, is an MVP finalist, and the fact that he's also in the running for the most clutch player title just speaks volumes of the tremendous season this young man just had. Despite his formidable set of foes, though, Curry is still deemed the odds-on favorite to bag the title. He's currently been given -155 odds by Covers.com, with DeRozan, +120, and Gilgeous-Alexander, +2,800, with the second and third best odds, respectively. Insider floats idea of Lakers' $99 million star joining Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are down bad after missing the playoffs, despite having a mostly healthy team. It's clear that the core trio of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson has run its course. They had a great run that yielded 4 championships, but all good things come to an end. Fox Sports' Colin Cowherd believes it's time for changes. It is time for the big pivot, Cowherd said on the April 17 episode of The Herd. That big pivot could involve a Los Angeles Lakers star. Cowherd floated the idea of LeBron James joining the Warriors if the Lakers season ends in disappointment. Depending on how the Lakers season goes, and if LeBron gets frustrated with D'Lo, I'd make a call to LeBron, Cowherd said. LeBron, and it's no secret, is close with Draymond, and the one player he said he would always consider playing with, without a doubt, you could ask people close to LeBron, you may be able to ask LeBron, is Steph Curry. James and Curry have flirted with the idea of playing together more in recent years, and timing could make sense. The Lakers are still in the playoffs, but may be out in the first round. Joining up with Curry could give him a better chance at competing for championships. LeBron James could have many options this offseason. He can opt out of his contract and hit free agency if he likes. Considering he's still playing at such a high level, there's little risk in him opting out of his contract. James hasn't given any indication he wants to leave the Lakers. His family is happy in Los Angeles. However, playing for Golden State wouldn't require him to move far. He could likely continue living in Los Angeles and be up in San Francisco part-time. The problem is that the Warriors aren't any closer to competing than the Lakers are. Los Angeles is arguably in a better position to win a championship. Steph Curry is 36, while James is 39. A duo that old would have a hard time winning a title in an 82-game season. Now, they would be electric as a duo and would be must-see TV, but it's difficult to see how they'd be realistic contenders. One scenario that could make sense is Steph Curry joining the Lakers. Los Angeles is among the favorites to land the guard this offseason if he were to go to a new team. It's unlikely that Curry actually leaves the Warriors, but the Lakers would make sense as a landing spot. The one thing Los Angeles hasn't been great at since Anthony Davis and LeBron James were paired together is consistent shooting. Curry is the greatest shooter in NBA history and would be a perfect player to add to the Lakers' superstar duo. That's a team that could compete for a championship. The Lakers and Warriors are two of the NBA's biggest brands, but both franchises have struggled this season. There could be big changes, and it'll be interesting to see if there's some player swapping between the two teams. Golden State Warriors linked as Giannis Antetokounmpo trade suitor. The 2024 NBA playoffs weren't to be for the Golden State Warriors this season. They lost in the NBA play-in tournament as the number 10 seed to the Sacramento Kings, getting blown out 118-96. It felt like the end of an era when the game finished, as everyone on the Warriors seemed to know what was coming next. While it is something no one wants to see happen, some major changes could be on the horizon. The biggest, right now, is what to do with Klay Thompson. Thompson will hit free agency this summer and look for a lucrative contract. Will Golden State be willing to pay that, locking in their core of Thompson, Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green for another few seasons, knowing they are past their primes? It will be interesting to see how things ultimately play out. The Warriors will also be keeping an eye on the 2024 NBA playoffs, as some big names could hit the trade market this offseason depending on how things go. One player who could hit the trade block is Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. NBA insider Brian Windhorst of ESPN teased the possibility of him looking for a chance of scenery should Milwaukee fail to advance in the postseason for a second straight year. His trade market would be robust as every team in the NBA could benefit from having a player of Antetokounmpo's caliber on their roster. Chris Razvoglu of The Spun believes that the Warriors are one of the teams who could get in on the Greek Freak sweepstakes. It seems the Warriors have hit their ceiling with their current roster. Klay Thompson and Draymond Green still have moments where they shine, but Steph Curry needs a better co-star. If Antetokounmpo wants out of Milwaukee, why not force your way to Golden State? He'd get to play for a winning organization without having to worry about carrying the offense every game, wrote Razvoglu. Pairing Antetokounmpo with Stephen Curry has to be something that would intrigue the Warriors. It is clear, as currently constituted, that they aren't a playoff-caliber team, let alone a championship-caliber one. Adding Antetokounmpo would instantly change that. A perennial MVP candidate still in the prime of his career, Antetokounmpo had arguably the most productive campaign in his NBA tenure to date this season. With the potential to trade 3 or 4 first-round picks this offseason and a few intriguing young players on the roster, the Warriors could put together a solid offer for Antetokounmpo. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Giannis Antetokounmpo and MPO? Leave your opinion in the comments.